Hi, welcome back, writers. How are we doing? Well, it's been a couple days, and I know that on Monday you made a claim. You put your stake in the ground and you stated something about Jeremy. In fact, you did that 3 times. Many of you may have taken the one that I did, which was Jeremy is compassionate. You may have also talked about how, put this up here, Jeremy is selfless or empathetic or kind or thoughtful when he doesn't want his grandma to have to spend the money. But what I want to teach you today, writers, is that really good writers, when they make a claim, they choose one. But you know what they have to do? They have to back it up. They have to back it up. They have to give reasons why. For example, if you told me that you thought that Michigan State was the best basketball team, I would ask you to back it up. You'd probably give me some statistics, some examples. You'd probably talk about some of the players. Well, guess what? Today you're going to go back into your 3 claims that you made, and you're going to pick one. So today I'm going to pick Jeremy is compassionate. But I want to prove that to you. And in order to do that, I have to give you what's called evidence. Kind of like in our mystery unit, right? I have to give you evidence. And as you might guess, in writing, we always have 3, right? We have 3 pieces of evidence, 3 reasons why. Well, I'm going to give you 3 pieces of evidence. And it's not going to be Jeremy is compassionate. I believe he's compassionate. My evidence is he looks like a nice kid. No, that's not going to work. What about Jeremy is compassionate, and I know this because he wants new shoes, or he has a really nice grandma. No, it needs writers to be in the book. So here's my first reason. Here's my first piece of evidence. Jeremy is compassionate. Watch this. When he gives his shoes to Antonio. Where did I get that? Yeah, in the book. I know he's compassionate, and my evidence is that he gives his shoes to Antonio. My next piece of evidence is that he is compassionate when he doesn't want his grandmother to spend money on the shoes. That is my evidence, writers, that he is compassionate. So I've got 2 more. Jeremy is compassionate when he doesn't complain about the shoes from Mr. Elfrey. Remember Mr. Elfrey, the principal, gives him those shoes that have dinosaurs on them? He doesn't complain. So that tells me that he's a compassionate, thinking, feeling kind of boy. So today, what you're going to be doing is going back into the story. That's right. You're going to be coming up with 3 pieces of evidence for one of your claims. I want you to go back, pick one, just one, and I want you to pick the one that you think that you feel the most strongly about, that you have the biggest stake in the ground for. And then I want you to find 3 pieces of evidence in the text. How are you going to do that? Well, unless you have a copy of the book at home, you're going to have to go back to the video and listen to the YouTube video, Those Shoes. Another thing you can do is you may have noticed yesterday, on yesterday's slide, I linked you to a place called Great Books. And if you go to that site, it's on our slide from Tuesday. If you go to that site, you will see a bunch of stories. And if you click on those shoes, it'll show you the text from the story. So it would be just like rereading. And you can go through and you can find your own evidence, right? We've done this before with Storyworks and Scholastic News. You're going to be great at it. One way, you might be thinking, how do I write a sentence that gives evidence? One really helpful way that I like to use to help me write a really good piece of evidence is to use this chart. And it's called Tell Me Why. Tell me why. If you tell me that you think something is the best flavor of ice cream, the best restaurant, I'm going to say, tell me why, right? So really good writers can start a sentence giving evidence by using one of these sentence starters. Because, for example, for instance, according to what I read, now that's very, very writery sounding, the author said, On page blank, it said, this is my favorite, from the book, I know that. Wow. If you're wondering where you can get a copy of this handy dandy chart, yeah, it's in your Google Classroom. It's in your writer's desk, right? That's what we're going to call it now. You will find this linked in our Google Classroom, and you may use it when you are writing your 3 pieces of evidence. So today, writers, remember, when you go to your Google Classroom, you will see lesson 2, which is for today, Wednesday, and you're going to find a place where it'll have you put the date, and it'll say lesson 2, and it'll say, here are my 3 pieces of evidence, and you'll just fill it in right there. Please use the chart to help write really strong, powerful sentences. And just remember, you can always go back to the book, go back to the video, and take as much time as you need, because this is your claim you are making. You want to make sure you are giving evidence to back it up from the book. Sound good? All right. Good luck. I can't wait to see what you write. And remember, do not submit until Friday when we've completed all 3 lessons. In the meantime, I will look forward to seeing you on Friday. Have fun and keep writing.